First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Miami Dolphins. And we will not opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Donaldson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Donaldson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. This is Swift on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Donaldson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting, you with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Williams. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on third down, Donaldson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, Donaldson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Donaldson. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try it now with Swift. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Oh, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to Montgomery on second down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There's some space here. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That catch good for only a couple. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Here's 2nd and 8. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Donaldson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Donaldson. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Donaldson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, Donaldson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here's Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Try to lay one up deep. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Lions 10. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different with.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Detroit. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
The carry here for the big tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
Swift. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Swift again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Lions 17. Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but A moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A great move by Montgomery.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That is caught by Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Looking to throw. Donaldson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. That's taken in by Stewart. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Off Play action. Donaldson rolling to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Donaldson. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
48 spot. Check.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Out of bounds, down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now a throw here to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give. This is Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Detroit, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds,
and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.